Chapter 142, Incomplete Soul. Xue Fanxin ignored the people and things happening outside and focused on repairing Zubaitian's meridians. Her medical skills were not bad, but her cultivation was not enough, especially her spiritual energy. It was extremely tricky to heal Zubaitian's meridians and Danshan, and any carelessness would result in failure. Little Xiner, don't waste your energy on me. My meridians and Danshan have been destroyed, so there's no way to repair them. Zubaitian knew that he was a cripple. To not make his granddaughter sad, he pretended not to care, but every time he dreamed about it at night, he would be filled with melancholy. He had once been a genius admired by everyone. Even after being expelled from the Xue family, he had been the duke who was second only to one person and above all others. All of this was due to his strength. Now that he had become a cripple, how could he not be sad? But in order to see his precious granddaughter smile every day, he had to bear with it no matter how dejected he was. Grandpa, don't worry. Repairing your meridians and Danshan is not difficult for me. It'll just take some effort. Don't be distracted. Focus. Activate the aura according to my instructions and slowly circulate the 8 extraordinary meridians. Xue Fanxin used the silver needles to inject the purified medicine into Zubaitian's body. Then, she used her spirit energy to cast the reverse spirit art and used the yin-yang 9 needles art. She employed all her trump cards to repair Zubaitian's meridians and Danshan little by little. Zubaitian, on the other hand, followed the method Xue Fanxin had taught him and slowly circulated his 8 extraordinary meridians. He soon noticed that his shattered meridians and Danshan were gradually recovering. In the beginning, it was not obvious, but as time passed, his injuries were showing signs of improvement. Following this trend, he would be able to recover completely after some recuperation. Little Xiner, your medical skills are actually so superb. You can even repair my damaged meridians. This was definitely not something that could be done with just a few medical books. It seemed that little Xiner had quite a few secrets. Xue Fanxin knew that her identity was being suspected, but she did not want to hide anything from Zubaitian. She asked Grandpa, "How much do you know about my background, my father, and my mother? Why are you suddenly asking about your parents?" "Because I feel that all my current abilities are related to them. My soul was originally incomplete. That's why I was stupid and foolish when I was young. It was only after Li Yaoyao pushed me down the cliff that my soul became a whole. From the letter her father had left, she could guess that when her soul returned to the foolish Xue Fanxin from the 21st century, it would be complete. Although they were two people, they were actually one person." Xue Fanxin did not elaborate too much, only giving a simple explanation. After all, she would do even more shocking things in the future. She did not want to hide too much from her grandfather who doted on her to the bone. Your soul was incomplete. Zubaitian digested this news in utter shock. He tried his best to remember what had happened back then. As if he had thought of something, he said, "Little Xiner, your father brought you back in swaddling clothes and would whisper strange things into my ear from time to time. He said that as long as you returned, everything would be fine." At that time, he had thought that his son was spouting nonsense because of his wife's death. Now, it seemed like that was not the case. "Grandpa, tell me in detail about Dad and Mom."